Before we get into this video, I've quickly got to say a side note. I sincerely apologise for certain sections in this video. When editing, I've seen that the Millwall versus Bolton content for the game has literally corrupted. You'll see it when you watch the game. I can really only sincerely apologise for that. It is horrible to look at. It's glitching all over the place. I did sort the issue out for the one against Norwich, so I can only apologise, and hopefully you guys can just watch through that part without being worried too much. I did cut out all the middle sections and anything after the goal, so hopefully that will sort that part out. But anyway, let's get into this video. I'll get into obviously the intro, and actually before I do that, do you guys want to see more webcam-like videos or camera videos as this is on a camera? Let me know in the comment section of this video. I'm tempted to do a couple of things with the intros and player selections with my face. It's just quite hard to do it, as when you're playing games, my TV's there, so I'll be looking this way where the camera would be this way. So just let me know in the comment section, and let's just get into this video. And as I said, I do sincerely apologise for that. It's kind of out of my control. Hey guys, Prangell Gaming here. Welcome back to the Millwall Career Mode. It's Season 1, Episode 13. And in this episode, we have, as per usual, got 3 games to go through. But the one catch in this one is the January transfer period will be opening just before our second game. And you guys have given me so many suggestions to check out. So I'll be having a look at every single one. And if I have missed some of the selections, obviously I can only apologise in advance. Let me know and we can have a look in the next episode. But getting into the games that we have, the first one is away from home to AFC Wimbledon. Obviously, we played them in the last episode, beat them 4-0 at home. So I'm feeling pretty optimistic with this one. I'm going to be playing a similar style of team. Then, as I said, the game that we're going to be playing next will be Bolton at home. And that'll be a pretty good one in the league. Obviously, the transfer period will open just before that game. Then the final game of the episode is against Norwich in the FA Cup at home. I'm looking forward to this one as well. They're a pretty big side, Norwich, so this could be a very, very hard game. But I'm looking forward to seeing whether I can do something against a pretty strong side. So, all we can do now is go into the squad selection against AFC Wimbledon. So let's go ahead and do that. Right, so this is the team I'm going to be playing. I do apologise, I really like this way at looking at the team, so I might start doing it for every single time, but for now I'm just going to keep doing it for the first game in every single episode. So the first one is obviously the goalkeeper king. Then at the left back position we have Joe Martin. I put him in the team. I think it adds something to this game. He doesn't always play. Then Mabulu will be partnering our captain Hutchinson. Cummins will remain in the team, and David Worrell will come in the right midfield area. We've then got Thompson and Butcher partnering each other in the centre of midfield, Wild on the left, and the 2 strikers are Steve Morrison and Lee Gregory. Hopefully they can get some goals between them. But on the bench we have Evans, Saborit, Williams, Twaddock, Romeo, Ferguson and Chietri. I did have Fred on the bench before, but I've decided not to leave him on there. I want to see how some of these on the bench could perform in this game. So the only thing we can do now is get into that game. So let's see what we can do against AFC Wimbledon, and I can't wait. Hopefully we can get some goals, and hopefully King can do pretty well. I mean, he didn't do too bad when he last played him. And look here, they've scored 19 goals, which is the worst in the league, and we've scored 40, which is the best in the league. That's pretty interesting. It's now with Parrott on the wing. What can he do? He's creating the chance. If he gets this ball in, it could be dangerous. He gets it along the ground, and if they hadn't have missed, that could have been a lot worse than what it was. It's now with Barry Fuller. Let's not let him shoot from that far out. Fuller, wow, almost a goal. We've just got away with that one there. And well, the pass is, well, it's unconventional, but it gets to where it needs to go. And Lyle Taylor on the break. King with a save. Can he get the follow-up? He can. He's making the saves, but he shouldn't have to be, really. We shouldn't be having this much threat from the team that we beat so well in the last episode. And that scores on the doors at half-time. Fleetwood are drawing with Bolton. We then have a win, or a lead, should I say, for Northampton against Port Vale. And then there is a draw between Walsall and Swindon in the league. And the rest, well, they're there, so if you'd like to see them, you can see them now. And moving on to how we have done, it has been an absolute bloodbath. We have been playing so bad against Wimbledon. I'm so frustrated, so annoyed at how well we did in the last game. And, well, we're just not doing it in this one. All we need is a goal, and then we might be able to open their defence up. But I'm going to be honest, that goal does not look like it's going to be coming in this game. We are struggling. They are doing really well, and that's full credit to AFC Wimbledon. They're doing really well in this match. So all we can do, I guess, is get into the second half and actually hope, and I say hope, that we can actually get something better than a point against a struggling side. But obviously, the only way we can do that is by finding out. Tom King knocks it over the top. Butcher to win the header. It's now with Ben Thompson. Thompson to finally Gregory. Gregory to Morrison. Morrison to flick it over the top for Greg Wild, who could get on the end of it, and he does. Greg Wild, he's still going. He's got him behind. Surely he can score. Greg Wild with the goal. It is 1-0 to Millwall. I am not going to complain about the means of us getting that goal. A goal is a goal. And, well, we may have been playing as the worst team in this game, but, you know, you need a little bit of luck sometimes. And, well, that came in my favour when that beautiful over-the-top ball found Wild. He managed to switch himself inside and just about get it into the back of the net. I don't know how he did it, so don't ask me, but that was a pretty neat goal by the left midfielder. And, well, this puts us in a really good position. And maybe, just maybe, we might get the 3 points out of a game where we've really struggled. And that's actually Wild's first in the league, so he isn't really one for scoring at the moment. Right, I'm going to be making 3 substitutions here. Sunil Chetri, Shane Ferguson and Chris Playlock are coming on for Steve Morrison, David Wall and Joe Martin. I'm just hoping that these players can add to the game. And yes, I am bringing Ferguson on as a left back. I don't do that very often, so it's time to see if he can play as one. 3. That's actually a nice bit of defending to lead to an attack. Chetri onto Gregory. Gregory has the shot. Great save by Shea, and I think we've got a corner here. Corner time. Can we get something on this to score another one? Well, we can't quite, but it does find Chetri, who's going to do his best to run around in the box. That's something that Chetri does all the time. Sunil Chetri still going, has the shot. Great save by Shea in the end. Right, so we did end up winning that game 1-0, but I'm not going to lie, a win is a win. I will take it no matter how it happens, and that's 3 points to help us in our battle for promotion. Yes, the team wasn't fantastic, and there are a lot obviously issues I had with the team in certain elements of the game, but the way I'm going to see it is the fact that we've won the game. It doesn't matter. We can move on and actually get into the game against Bolton. So speaking of Bolton, let's go see how we line up against them in this next game. Right, before we get into anything, I just want to talk about the transfers and the fact that I'm actually not going to be able to do any for now. Now, unfortunately, the reason to do with this is funds. I've actually tried to sign Harry Winks and also, who's the striker, Thierry Ambrose on loan with a buyer clause, and, well, it hasn't worked out. They're on Premier League wages, obviously. I really didn't click that in my head. But no, Thierry Ambrose is on 30,000 a week and Harry Winks is on 13,000 a week. I have 10,000 a week. I don't have enough to get either of them. So it's a shame. I won't be able to sign anyone at this given point. Obviously, if I can sell some players, Craig, Abdul Morrison, then maybe. But just at this stage, we won't be able to bring anyone in at the current second. And into the team selection against Bolton Wanderers. It's going to be a pretty similar team with a couple of changes in it. So Archer's actually got up a rating thanks to training, so he'll stay in goal. We've got Joe Martin as a left back. 2 centre backs will remain the same as Mabulu and Hutchinson. The right back will be Romeo. The right midfielder will be David Wall. 2 centre midfielders will actually be different in Vulbala and Harry Donovan. The left midfielder will be Ferguson, despite Greg Wild scoring the only goal in the last game. And then O'Brien will partner Lee Gregory up front. I'm hoping for a decent game. Obviously, we do have a Cup 1 coming up, so I'm hoping that some of these can impress and maybe play in that game. Who knows? So, let's get into this game. Vulbala will give it to Ferguson. And, well, Ferguson's going to play it over the top for O'Brien. Obviously, O'Brien is a winger, so this is great territory for O'Brien. He's going to try and swing it in. He plays it to Vulbala. He knocks it down. Great save by the keeper. That really was an impressive effort. Stop moving. It's now with Zach Clough, who's got him behind. Played it to Darren Pratley. Great save by Jordan Archer there. Zach Clough. And we've won it back here with Fran Vulbala. This could be interesting. Vulbala to Lee Gregory. Gregory back to Vilbala. Fran Vilbala with the shot. That's a goal. Great teamwork with Gregory and Vilbala there. And we have the lead against Bolton Wanderers. That was fantastic. And Vilbala had an early shot that was unfortunately saved. But Vilbala's been playing really well in this match. And, well, he has deserved it. And I'm not going to knock the parade of the fact that these two played great passing. And then Vilbala found the space and the energy, got the shot off. And then that was where it was perfect. A goal that really helps us in this game because Bolton aren't by any chance a small side. They are probably one of the biggest teams in this league, so it's great to have got a goal against them. And that's Vilbala's second in the league. He's not been scoring many goals, then again, he doesn't have the stamina to play every game. Clo. Oh, that's not good. But thankfully our defence, no, they don't deal with it. And that is good enough for Archer to save. But our defence, they've had spells where they really don't know what they're doing. And that was one of them. O'Brien is getting hustled and harried. But Gregory will win it back and play it straight through to Aidan O'Brien, who's coming behind here. And that should be a penalty. And I think it is. Laurie Wilson, the offender. And, well, I think that this could be pretty interesting. What's the referee going to give? It's only a yellow card. There we go. That would have been pretty interesting had it been a red. But to be fair, I don't really care. A penalty gives us another opportunity to score. And it was a clear cut. He kind of did get the ball there, actually. So I could question that one. Gregory has the shot, scores. There we go. It's 2-0. Lee Gregory from the spot. That's what you like to see. And we have a 2-goal advantage to Bolton Wanderers. And I didn't even use the target to know where it was going to go. It just went bottom corner, nestled really nicely. The keeper was well and truly beaten with that one. Gregory has scored a fair few goals, but penalties are what he likes to score. Obviously, he isn't Steve Morrison. He doesn't miss them all the time. And if I remember rightly, this is, yeah, it's Gregory's 13th in the league. He's not doing too bad. Obviously, top goal scorer. Everyone's putting in transfer requests. I haven't shown you that part, though. Right, and I'm going to show you the most important offer that we've had for Lee Gregory so far. I'm obviously going to reject it. There's no way in the world I would accept this offer because I want to keep Lee Gregory at the team. I don't want to lose my key players. Obviously, got 3 players I want to actually get rid of. No one wants them. I wonder why. But no, this is the best offer I've had for Lee Gregory so far. 1.1 million. Not too bad of an offer. I'm going to be fair. That's not so bad by FC Metz there. But obviously, there's not really anything that I can do about this. I don't want to get rid of him. I've also had Nottingham Forest come in and then someone else. So there's quite a few offers coming in for Gregory. I mean, he is the league's top goal scorer. It does make sense. But so far, I don't think there's any more transfers that have come in, as far as I'm aware of there, at least. Right, real talk quickly. I've just had another offer for Lee Gregory. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 offers for Lee Gregory. And it's only been 7 days into the transfer window. They really want to get Lee Gregory, don't they? Wow. But no, in all seriousness, Gregory isn't leaving as far as I'm aware. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's play Norwich. Obviously, no one else is leaving. This is frustrating me, but that's the way it goes sometimes. So we just have to continue and then get into the game against Norwich. Right, so this is the team that I'm going to be using against Norwich in the FA Cup. I'm hoping for a bit of FA Cup magic, as you usually do when you're a smaller side. So I've gone with Jordan Archer in goal, Paul Rooney as left back. You know I like Paul Rooney, so I'm going to continue playing him. Hopefully he can grow a little bit more, get useful in this team. We then got Mabulu and Hutchinson. I am not taking Mabulu out of the team. For a player of his rating, he is a very, very good defender. So I'm really liking him. Strong, physical player. Really what you want in a defender. And then Cummins comes in at right back. Right midfielder is Evans. The 2 centre midfielders are Vilbala, who played very well in the last game, and Kyron Farrell. I like Farrell, so I want to give him some game time. Obviously, I should be playing a stronger team, but I'm not. And then Twaddock will go onto the left midfield. I like Twaddock as well. I think he's a good growing potential youngster. And the 2 strikers will remain as O'Brien and Lee Gregory. We are obviously playing Norwich. They're in the Championship, and so I just hope we can get something out of this game and not get absolutely hammered or humiliated. So let's just see what we have to offer in this FA Cup. Can we get a bit of magic? I'm hoping so. Can we win the header with Evans? We can. It's now with O'Brien, who's going to find Lee Gregory, who could get in behind here. Gregory still going, tries to twist and turn. Gregory with the shot. Oh, it goes wide by the player that scores so many goals in his league. Peralta, Paul Rooney. Why is he this far up the pitch? I do not know, but it's now with Gregory, who plays it over the top for O'Brien. Aidan O'Brien, he's through here. He's offside. He missed it either way, but that was a pretty good chance had he not been offside. With Lee Gregory, if he gets there, and he does. Gregory over the top for O'Brien. He looks like he could get here. O'Brien flicks it over the head of the defender. He's going to play it on to Chris Twaddock, who's going to turn. He's still going, Twaddock. He's still moving with the ball. Chris Twaddock, that is really going to go down as a penalty. I couldn't get my words out there. Terrible defending by Sebastian Bassong and the defence. What was this? I mean, Twaddock did really well, but then he just got shoved straight off of the ball. Penalty. I'm not going to complain. We have a chance to score. Can some FA Cup magic come in our favour? Lee Gregory, yes it can. He's just scored against an ex-England international goalkeeper in John Ruddy. 1-0 Millwall. I'm very, very happy with that. What a great way to start this game, scoring from the spot. It really is something that I really take a lot of happiness from, being able to get a penalty and scoring. Every time I miss it, it's annoying because it's a very big wasted opportunity. But we do have the lead against a very strong opposition, and I'm going to be very happy while that continues to be the case. And that's his first goal in the FA Cup. It's with Pinto. Crossbar. What an effort. My oh my. We have to see this again. I really didn't think anything was going to happen. Then Pinto smashes it against the crossbar. Unlucky by the defender. And I really, really think we got away with that one there. Robbie Brady. Can we win the header? We can, but it only goes as far as their attacking players on the edge of our box. We need to get rid of this and not give away a penalty. Great save again by Archer. My word. This keeper does not want to concede today. Jarvis swings it over the top. Oh, and it's hit the crossbar again, and they have scored. No! Archer and the team were doing so well, and the guy that gave away the penalty has gone and reduced, obviously, them to not losing anymore. They've equalised through Sebastian Bassong, a very strong physical player, and my defence got nowhere near him. True credit to Norwich, they're a strong side. They've just been attacking us. And, well, they deserved that goal, to be honest. We need to improve. And it's going to be interesting going into half-time. Scores on the doors at half-time. Arsenal are beating Port Vale. Notts County are beating Bristol Rovers. Hull City beating... Who are they beating? Charlton. That's a nice one to see, isn't it? Always cheers you up when you see one of your rivals losing. Leicester are losing 2-0 to Manchester City. Tottenham are drawing with Scunthorpe. You've got Stoke are beating Liverpool. That's a pretty interesting result. And then down here at the bottom, we have West Ham beating Gillingham. Either way, one of our rivals is going to have to win. But obviously, it'll be better if they actually win West Ham than Gillingham, because Gillingham are in our league, West Ham aren't. It would be an interesting occasion if we had to play them. So let's see how we're doing. Not well. Really, really getting dominated. If we can hold on to this 1-1 draw, it might be really important. I mean, FA Cup, you do get replays. I'm not liking this game so much. I knew that they were dominating us, and, well, they deserve to get that goal, but they are really, really doing a number on us. They deserve a few more goals than what they've got. So we'll just have to see how we get on in the second half. Obviously, it could be much more interesting if there are some more goals. So let's see how that one goes. O'Brien won it back, and it's Gregory through to Aidan O'Brien. This time he's onside. Aidan O'Brien, great save by Ruddy, and on the follow-up, he got it again. Tetty out wide to Olsen. What can Olsen do with the ball? A good cross will really damage us. Oh, and it does. I told you a good cross would damage us, and that was a poor bit of heading. I don't even think that was anywhere nearby Paul Rooney, I believe it was. But Naismith with the header puts it into the back of the net. That is now 2-0. Or 2-1, should I say, to Norwich. It's looking pretty miserable at this point. I don't think we're going to do much else. We held on quite well. And, well, yes, it was Paul Rooney who made the mistake. I'm gutted. I really am gutted because we haven't done that bad. But obviously, we have to see. It isn't over till the final whistle, so we just have to find out. I'm going to be honest. We don't have the squad. I really do feel that. This game was the wrong team selection, and that's my fault. But I'll take the ball if they're going to pass it to me. It's Prangell. Plays it back to Aidan O'Brien, and we've equalised. I honestly didn't think that we would do it. Just due to the fact we just wasn't... Well, I'd say we're not strong enough in terms of the team I fielded. But an equaliser with 10 minutes to go all round about, it isn't too bad. It's not that bad at all, is it? Prangell got gifted it from a throw-on. He'll play it in, and O'Brien won't ask again to put that into the back of the net. Bottom corner. Very nice finish. And, well, this could be a good game after all. It goes from 2-1 to 2-2, and when it goes to 2-2, you know momentum could help you, and FA Cup magic could be in our favour, you never know. And that's O'Brien's first in the FA Cup, so let's see if this magic can help us out. An FA Cup replay is going to be needed. I am really not going to complain. 2-2, not the worst case scenario. FA Cup magic helped us out in that one. We really looked like we was going out, and then Aidan O'Brien, out of absolutely nowhere, they gave it to Willbala, and Aidan O'Brien finished it really well. I'm, as you can tell, very happy with that result. 2-2. Championship side, we could give the Championship a run for their money. You never know. We are in the promotion spaces at the moment in the league. So, talking about the league, let's find out where we actually are in the league table at the moment. Right, so this is the league table. Obviously, we're second behind Charlton. Obviously, not the happiest RB, I'm going to be honest. We're only 6 points over them. That's 2 games. We can do that. I really feel that we can challenge for this title this season. Now, into the playoffs. Chesterfield, Bolton, Oxford, Coventry, all in there. They're all looking pretty good. I mean, I've beaten a couple of the sides in and around the playoffs. Should I say Oldham? Wow, they have dropped quite far away from those playoffs. Obviously, points matter a lot in the early stages, and it's going to start to solidify where you kind of fall to eventually. Now, in the lower half of the table, we have Port Vale, Rochdale, AFC Wimbledon and Peterborough, all in the relegation zone. AFC Wimbledon have finally fallen in there. They were unlucky in the game they played against us, so I do feel slightly worried for them in that one. But I'm gonna be honest here, I don't feel as if we've done that bad in this episode. A draw against Norwich is pretty good, and we beat the other 2 that we played. So all I can say is obviously to do with the transfers. I sincerely apologise. We don't have the funds to get anyone. I really am gutted for that. I did want to bring in some loanees. Obviously, Premier League have a lot of wages, and there's no way on earth that we're going to be able to afford any of those without selling players. And I'm not selling Lee Gregory. I'm fed up of people putting in transfer offers. I think I've got 7 now in total with a couple clubs like MK Dons, Aberdeen, and I believe Northampton just came in with one. So it's getting frustrating now, but obviously that's going to be the nature of this with Gregory doing so well. So anyway, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this Millwall Career Mode as much as I have playing the games. But until the next one, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, I will see you guys next time for the next Millwall Career Mode. But until then, goodbye.